Alrighty, well, hey, we're back on the Road Glide CVO, the new one, and that was the Stage 3 audio. Wow. Let me say my my throat's a little froggy. Get a little cleared up here. It's a lot warmer than it was the other day. Woohoo! Yeah, definitely like the feel of this. But they have Stage 3 Rockford audio now, so definitely cranking up some tunes this morning. I definitely want a bigger windshield. It's got the nice little vanes down here, which I want to try to get turned here and see how they work. Trying to get used to the controls is a little bit of a learning curve there since I've never, this is a little different setup. But it feels comfortable the second time around versus the first time. It felt awkward because I had used it and being the second time around on this, now it feels a lot more comfortable. Also, since it's not my bike, the pedals and all that are not set up for me. So, a little different. Got two nice couples up there right in front of us. I know one thing, the throttle, I'm not so jerky on the throttle this time as I was the first time because I wasn't used to it. Throttle does jerk off pretty good. The heated controls are in the bottom on the end of the stick here also. There's not a knob. You just press the button. That's another nice thing. It's just at the bottom you have a twist. And they come with these nice grips already too. They're already set up that way. This thing does purr and take off. Oof, that's for sure.
And you can see the video of that at FMO.
That volume comes right up on the side, gives you your height, which is really nice. It sounds really good. I really can't see what is on the highway whenever I'm cruising down the highway versus my Stage 1 on my Harley. That should be quite a difference there. A little bit more comfortable on the second ride versus the first times because I've been on it. So now you feel more familiar with it. Makes a world of difference getting to ride it twice versus riding once. That's what I come back to try. Definitely getting some, you can feel some wind off these curves coming out here because it catches up and the curves are right up at you. It works really good. When they put this in a wind tunnel and checked it out, they probably said, let's see how we can make this better, because they really did. And then you got these little blockers in front of the tank that push up wind this way. So I'm staying pretty cool. You know, everybody always says, well, you got a big fairing and you're not getting any airflow. So when you're cruising down on hot days, with a mesh coat on, it's really great because you get that nice airflow. You're sweating, but it cools you down when you're riding. Everybody, you know, there's a reason to wear those mesh coats. It's one's protection too, is that it keeps the UV suns off you and the air flowing over you, which dries out. It's just the principle of like a Lister bag in the military. It keeps the water cool, keeps your body cool, because you're a big water bag, right? Anyways, enough about that. Let's talk more about this bike. Man, I don't know, should put my order in or not. I'll have to call the boss, see what they say. The silver I do like. The other ones are quite a bit more for the different, but it's also more than just a plain one with pinstripe. It's got a number of the paint up there. It's that burnt orange kind of looking. You have so many different tones to it. They're cranking up the tunes, you can hear them. I like the mirror placement. It's up high enough past my shoulders. Definitely a little bit better that way. The speakers don't say Stage 3 on them at all or nothing, but that's something new. And you do have, in between the headlight, you do have windows there where air comes through the center there. So like on the other Road Glide, you still have that, and it doesn't shutter anything that I can see. Your cruise control, everything up on the top here. I turned it on. There it is. And then it shows up in the dash there, and then you can set your speed. There, I just set it at 40 mile an hour. There you go. Just like most cars, you have that circle with a little arrow on it. It's just right there. You can just cancel by touching it. Keeps a constant measure on your tire pressure. It's in the screen all the time. You get your voltage and your fuel. It's photo time. Everybody likes them taillights. See, here you got a signal on, but it's red with that gold. It's yellow in the center when it turns. So a lot of backrest there. They better hang on tight because they get on the highway down here. Them bad boys will take off. You got the nice floorboards and stuff that came out. See, there you go. You see the yellow turn in the middle. It's pretty bright with the red. It handles that corners quick. Pickup, oh man, I'll be on the highway. They're not really going off too quick because of the bad thing they got past. Acceleration is exhilarating. You can't say how much this acceleration is. It's phenomenal. With the size of the motor and the smoothness of it, it just takes off like you wouldn't believe. And it's just breezing down the road. It's like nothing, not like a regular bike. It's a little different. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really running smooth. With the width of the front. I don't know, with a better windshield to be a little more less windier, but it seems to be getting plenty of airflow. Or if you drop the vanes down here, you get less airflow that way also. I can feel the difference now. But overall, the bike's really awesome. Definitely want to take one for a ride when you get a chance. Sitting and hitting cruise, breeze, and on the highway. Take it into sport. They just the acceleration even kicks up. They change your variable timing. And this thing just poof, it goes. I'm in sixth gear, and it throws you back in sixth gear. Throws you back already that quick. Shifting is so smooth. All the Harleys I rode. This shifts like my bike with the straight extension on the shifter. It works really nice. The clutches, I'm not a little used to the clutch. It lets out at the end. Mine works the opposite. It works out when you let out in the front. Definitely different feel that way. Not having pipes, you don't judge the sound of the bike, so you get used to it a little bit. It's quiet. It really runs quietly. I'm sure there'll be an upgrade for that. Put some Screaming Eagles on it, change them pipes out so you hear a little more of a rumble. But with a variable timing, I don't know much about it, but it's going to change all that electronically. So that's how you get the difference in the modes. And the mode switch is pretty easy. You can do it right on the turn signal. It goes the opposite way. So you got rain mode for weather, and I already have that on my bike, and it's a real nice feature to have. Believe it or not, everybody, well, I don't need that. Well, yeah, you do. It's really nice. Takes that little bit of you might kick out or spin out on the road, and you're running in the pouring rain, you might wish you had that. You get a lot of wind, like I said, with a bigger. There's one I seen has a larger windshield. I don't know if that make a big difference. Definitely nice to have, and it being really quiet. Basically, you have the wind, and it's so you can see in the mirror. See that bright light back there? That's the other two guys that were in front of me. Now they're behind me. That's them. That's how bright that headlight is. It's 9 a.m. in the morning, and look how bright them headlights are. Now it's called boss this morning. Say, hey, can you put me one of them on order? My wife would kill me. Oh well. It's only money. I want a tour pack. I want all those things that are on the Ultra. This is a CV Ultra. I have to add all that stuff. And that drives it up. And I don't know if the same stuff fits or not. So that's the question. Does all the same stuff fit? Oh, no, hey, it's been a great event. Stop up and see us at Valley. Take one of these bad boys for a test ride, because you know we're always test riding. Always test ride at Valley. Stop down and see us and get out and take one for a ride. You will not regret it, and it definitely will sit you back in a seat more than you might think it would. If you haven't rode one, you need to. Just you should. Definitely. Oh, hear that Froxford sound, man. This thing cranks.
It's DQ soft serve, cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and DQ signature spring.
Stage 3, I better wonder what that add on to it. You get all the bells and whistles, right? Not so many lines a day to do all the testing and stuff. Oh, it's awesome, man. The Stage 3 is a lot. Look, they're both really good, but it's the clarity when you're riding down the road, even with all the wind noise, it's crystal. So